The Cataclysm is never safe. Joshua has found himself inside thick walls with the promise of magic and technology at his very fingertips. In the world before the storms, he would never be allowed in such an estate, but would often hear of tech moguls owning such places on the news. For now, the walls will hold, even as the hordes shuffle and move just outside. It will take something bigger than we've seen so far to bust through. Welcome back to Cataclysm. Dark days ahead. The last flight of Joshua Snow. A journey through one of the hardest survival games with the increased difficulty of the No Hope overhaul. How long can we survive? We've busted our way into this complex. It's not even a house, it's a complex. There's a stone wall around the entire outside of it, as far as we can tell. And there is obvious signs of some sort of wizard or mage living here. But we have never seen an estate like this before. Joshua is found very curious. One thing we do have to worry about, though, is that our torso is very badly injured already. And as soon as we got in here, there is a tough zombie. I think we're going to check real quick to make sure that we have... we don't have any bandages. We only have the shitty bandages, the adhesive bandages. That's basically like the kind of band-aid you put on your kid. That's not worthy of a grievous torso wound. And there's more zombies here too. So right below us are some stairs. We're going to keep those in mind. If we start getting in danger, that's where we're going. Going up is almost always in our favor. And in fact, we're actually going to back up already and go up these stairs. Because going upstairs is always in our favor. We can always come back downstairs. We're going to check for bandages real quick. And we're going to reapproach this in a moment. We'll close this window. Because there's a chance that I stay here for a while, depending on what this looks like. Oh, that zombie did actually manage to find their way upstairs. Oh, the other one did too. That's pretty rare. Okay. Well, we're going to put one of these band-aids. We're not going to put a band-aid on our torso because it looks like our torso is actually kind of fine. We will take a little bit of something for the wound. Would staunch wound help us right now? No, it looks like the staunch wound would actually make us worse. So we'll at least get full stamina. Or maybe we won't. Okay. We're going to pull him over the counter here. And using the counter, yeah. He's still got several hits. Claws at our hand, torso. Yeah. We'll take the smartphone here. Basically what we're going to be using these smartphones for is we'll be using them as like flashlights and then throwing them away because we won't need the universal power supply right away at least. We'll be able to recharge those universal power supplies later, but they're kind of difficult to charge at this point in the game. Let's do a once through of the basement again real quick because we only very quickly checked this last time. There was a zombie kid down here, but we didn't see anything else. We do also see this car. It requires gasoline. The security system's port, which is probably in our best interest. But I don't... Does it not have an engine? Engine fails to start. Where is the engine? I didn't see it when I was browsing through just now. Oh, the battery is draining. But the engine's fine. So it only needs a battery. That's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. Here we go. First aid kit. Okay. So we're going to take the gauze, antiseptic. You always take antiseptic. Worst case scenario, you make bandages out of it. And we'll take the medical gauze and put it on our chest. Because medical gauze is kind of like a really... You know what? I don't like this. So we're actually going to turn on a flashlight. Do we have something that we can recharge our flashlight with? We do. Okay. We're going to turn on our flashlight. Oh, what? There's a motorcycle down here? Okay, let's take a moment and take a look at this. So the front wheels, the light wheel mount, it's steerable. Off-road wheel. Okay, the front wheel's fine. It has a motorbike battery alternator. Both the battery is probably draining, yeah, and the engine is faulty, but that's also mostly fine. And then that has a back wheel. Okay, we are going to be taking this motorcycle with us. That is absolutely an amazing find. A street legal dirt bike, which also means that it's going to be good at off-roading too. That is an absolutely amazing find. And then there's just a car chassis here. What we could do is we could practice some mechanics taking apart the frames of this car chassis and make sure that we're pretty good at dealing with this. Oh, open this door straight into a zombie. We're going to move the zombie's corpse out of the door right away, though. There we go. Kept pressing the wrong button. I apologize. Is there water in here? Yes, there is. So we also have this furnace down here. You can actually light fire. I don't know why, but you can light fires in furnaces just fine. Wait, there's a lug wrench here. Do we have a lug wrench already? I think we do. I think we saw one, but we didn't pick it up. So we're gonna take this lug wrench. And to be honest, we're just gonna pile some tools down by this motorcycle because I already know that I'm going to work on this motorcycle a little bit. There's a good chance that we stay here for a little bit because we're forced to... We'll keep our books on us and our batteries. But we're forced to move around this town quite a bit for a while anyways. So we might as well have a project we can work on. And this will get our mechanics better because a helicopter is definitely more complex than a motorcycle. Technomancer's tool belts. What the hell is this? This is a Cataclysm magic item. A custom built leather utility belt that instantly creates any tool you reach for. Okay, we're going to wear it even though it's a poor fit, and we're going to immediately activate it. Oh my gosh, look at that. So we can chop down a tree, pry a crate, cut metal, cut a log into planks, remove tool mods, use holster, saw down a barrel, saw down stock. So basically, let me look at this again. Does it just have all of these things on it? Oh my god, look at that. Has qualities: tree cutting, hammering, fine hammering, prying, metal sawing, fine metal sawing, wood sawing, screw driving, fine screw driving, 2 bolt turning, and fine bolt turning. Oh my gosh, this Technomancer's tool belt is amazing. Okay, we do need to check though. It's a poor fit, which is going to make us uncomfortable. How? So we would need to repair it with a tailor's kit. That's pretty fine. Bone needle. It's even easier. So wood needle, bone needle, and then we need steel and leather. What's this? Scroll of Tase. This is a Technomancer spell. We are very, very happy to find our first Technomancer spell. We are going to take this off though, because it's going to make us very uncomfortable. So we'll go ahead and take that off for now. And this leads into the house proper. For a trench coat. Okay. Before we do too much more looting, we are going to make a once through of this entire place and make sure there's not too many more zombies here. Denarius, very good. Haul the body out of the door. And we're going to kind of just work on making this place safe. It does look like that stone wall is all the way around us. That is kind of amazing. Which means that we could actually sit out here in this little area in the wide open sunlight and be relatively safe. Okay. We're going to see about using... Can we use this from our inventory? Pry open. There's nothing to pry nearby. Okay, we'll just bust this door down. This gets us up to the 2nd level of the garage here. Some duct tape. We'll definitely take that. I know I just said I wasn't going to loot, but I can't help myself. What's a foot crank? Pedal assembly from a bicycle. Oh, okay. Rubber hose. And then here's the back side of this. Gotcha. There's even a fire ring out here. We'll probably eventually break down this huge mana crystal using our hammer here. Because if we break the mana crystal, we can get mana shards out of it. Which, if you watch our Vellum run, you'll be very familiar with the fact that we probably don't break every mana crystal we come across. Okay, so we got two more things. We got a basement. We've already been down there. We got it upstairs. We're not done yet. More scrolls. Shut down. Another Technomancer scroll. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and assume now that this is, in fact, a Technomancer's home. Considering the fact that there's, you know... can we pry this? No. There's Technomancer books here. There's crystallized mana here. There's a chemistry book. Yeah, this is definitely... What? Lesser quantum tunnel. Manipulates quantum something or other to tunnel you through a short distance of space. Even matter. Unfortunately, there's that whole uncertainty thing as to where you come out. It leaves you a little dazed on the other side as you reorient yourself. Well, that's amazing. There's also a scroll of lamp, which we can use to study our lamp spell. And a mana potion. Okay, so this will probably be our workshop up here. Which means, well, I don't have a place to put a fire, so maybe not. I don't bust down this door, because I feel pretty safe now. Electric blanket. And there's a bedroom for us to stay in up here as well. The only problem with this bedroom is that things could probably see us up here. So we might want to move this bed. You know what? Well, let's try and lockpick this real quick. We need to get better at lockpicking anyways. And I feel relatively safe here. Okay, well, we leveled up our devices, but we've been trying to lockpick this until like 9 p.m. at night, so we're gonna stop trying to do that. I will say I will go to the first floor, and I feel completely safe keeping my flashlight on this first floor because we have these outside walls, and this is going to be our base for the time being. This is fairly central in the city, and by central I mean like it's fairly within the city, and it'll be a nice retreat point. We do have to keep in mind wandering hordes, and our helicopter itself is not that far away, so that's also very nice. So we're going to mark this as a home base. So let's go ahead and use a color I don't see very often. We'll go with magenta. I don't see magenta very much. And we'll put an H there, and we're going to just duplicate that note over to here, so that whenever we're looking around, we can go, oh, okay, well, that's our home base, right? In fact, I'm actually going to mark one of these notes home, so that if I ever need to, I can search for home, and it'll take me to here. Oh, it even does say, whenever I'm looking at the map, that this came from the Cataclysm mod, which I don't think I would have noticed. There's no way to search for Cataclysm, which I'm kind of glad for, because then it can take, these things like this can take you by surprise. I will note that we previously had seen that there was someone in this radio station over here, and we don't anymore. I worry that means that that man has died, but we can't say for certain. I'm looking to see if there's a good place for us to... Oh, hey. There actually is. So this right here is a fireplace. So we can go ahead and turn our flashlight off. So we have a fireplace here with a desk behind us and bookshelves next to us. We're going to sort of pseudo move in here. We're going to put all these books on a bookshelf here. And we will be adding all these the books to our e-ink tablet, to be honest. But it's good to keep the books because there's some people I'm looking forward to later meeting that we will be able to sell these to. What is Ludo? It is a cardboard game. It's worth $5 though, so we'll go ahead and keep that as well. And we're going to very quickly, speaking of, we're going to very quickly use our e-ink tablet to just store everything that we've gotten. Even things that seem useless, like paramedics. Well, maybe not the paramedics. We don't have enough charge. Hold on. Lamp isn't that important. We'll store everything else, and this will put all of the books into our tablet, and then we can drop them off again. And that means that we'll be able to carry these books around with us everywhere with only having the tablet on us. So now if we activate the tablet, it doesn't have very much battery, but if we activate the tablet, we can see all of the things, all of our books in here. Okay, so the thing that comes next is that I am probably going to go around and gather up all of the resources in this house here. And we're going to kind of consolidate things to this room here. Oh, I need to turn my tablet off. Do I have anything I can put in the tablets? We have a light battery. We'll probably want to grab like a solar panel and put one out here or something like that from a nearby house. I imagine there's a solar panel somewhere. There's a car of solar panels up north. So we can grab those. And we'll set up some power here so that we can recharge batteries in the meantime. But I think I'm going to go around until Joshua's tired. We're going to go around and just kind of gather up everything we have. I am worried that we don't have a lot of food, so we'll only spend one night here for the time being, and then we're going to have to go out immediately to go and find some food in the nearby houses, and then we'll probably just head on back at nighttime. But once we get a good amount of food, I'd like to spend some time here basically studying what we have. I also have a cool idea. Let's try this real quick. So we're going to wield this, and then we're going to... Can we activate it? Yeah, we can deploy it, and then we can use that to climb up to the wall. And we can peek around, and we can... Yeah, so there we go. We can climb the wooden stepladder as an alternate way out, so we don't have to activate this very, very loud door. Also, if I get that quantum tunnel ability up and going, I can also use that. That might be a high priority for us then. We'll activate this smartphone. The smartphone might be a better idea than the e-ink tablet, but the only reason I don't like the smartphones is that for the time being, the smartphone, although being very valuable, it's not compatible with Saturn batteries, and Saturn batteries are a lot easier to charge until we have a vehicle running. So I don't have a way to charge this right now. Meanwhile, the e-ink tablets, I can just constantly replace with new batteries. So that's why we're going to be putting our books on the tablet for now. In fact, we're going to... we're even going to go so far as to rename this tablet. Okay, I completely thought that there was a way to rename, but I'm not finding it in any of the menus. If someone knows how to name things in your inventory, please let me know. I can't find it right now. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to read the actual physical book of Quantum Tunnel because our thing is almost done. Let's see, what difficulty? Difficulty 2! Oh, that's really nice. And as we level this up towards level 20, our variance on our teleport is going to get better and better. And our cast time will get better and better, along with our range. How much cost does it have? Only 100. That's actually pretty good. After only a very short study session, because Joshua's pretty smart, we do now have Quantum Tunnel. We're going to rebind that keybind. And let's just try it once. So we have Quantum Tunnel. It also says that we come out dazed. It doesn't seem like we came out dazed. So we don't get we didn't get a choice of where we went. Yeah, so it is a random teleport. So this is a very low level teleport, a random teleport, but that would be... The Watchers of Vellum series will know that this is still a very useful thing. We're also going to look at Tase real quick. The spell creates a very short range bolt of electricity to shock your foes. It does just a very small amount of damage. At max level, it does 30 damage, so that's just not impressive. But it's also incredibly cheap and takes very little time. So we're going to learn this as well. One thing I just realized that we should do is we should move this armchair over here and move this table over there. So what we can do is we can sit at the armchair here in order to read books from this library, and then we can sit here to craft things. So we'll probably gather all of our crafting materials kind of in this general area around the campfire. Now that we have these... Oh, that's interesting. I don't understand. So it says that this energy, or this spell costs energy. It costs 50 kilojoules instead of mana. Let's read the book again real quick. Maybe it gives me an indication. Casting cost 50. So do we need a battery on us with 50 kilojoules in order to use this? That's fascinating. I just noticed that lamp lasts a really long time, which is probably why it costs such an incredible amount of mana. That's so much mana. 750 mana. And then the last one we have is Shutdown. Overload the target, stunning it briefly. Originally developed during the Roman Empire to target out-of-control golems, the spell became significantly more popular in modern times. When it was discovered, it also worked on robots and machinery. So basically we have a machine shutdown spell. We're probably not going to spend too much time practicing this one, but we will at least learn it for the time being, just so that we have it for the future. And that pretty much used up all of our time that we have. We do have some protein rations and an energy cola, so we can have the energy to go around our place here. And we're going to disassemble just a lot of furniture around here. This is going to get us materials, but this is also going to get us some fabrication skill as well, which we're kind of in dire need of. And before we go to bed early in the morning, we did set up a few zones around where we're going to be doing our crafting. We have a firewood zone, which if we put some firewood in there, it'll mean that Joshua is going to automatically load any firewood and planks and stuff like that into the fire anytime we're crafting or reading nearby, keeping the fire going. We have a manual spot, basically just where we put all the books and some spare parts. We are missing a lot of zones, but that's what we're going to do for the time being, just as like some bare bones. I mostly did this because I wanted to do some inventory management here, and we're going to use the advanced mover here to move just a bunch of planks over to the crafting wood spot, or the firewood spot, just so that we can light this fire anytime we want. Now, we do need to decide where we're going to sleep. I was thinking about sleeping somewhere over here. Yeah, see, this one is upstairs. It's still within the wall, and I have an alternate escape path if I need to. I can come out here and head out either down this downspout or even potentially jump across to this other house. And this is just in case, like, maybe a zombie horde comes and finds us in this house somehow. We're gonna go ahead and turn off our smartphone. And oh, we don't have any blankets or anything. I'm sure I saw some blankets and pillows laying around. If Joshua is going to be uncomfortable here, because we're going to very quickly be uncomfortable, our nomadic restlessness is going to make sure that we're not happy with having to stay here. We might as well find some blankets and such to bring with us to this spot. There's an electric blanket right there. That's at least something. Bring with us to this spot so that we can be a little bit more comfortable. We have not actually gathered all the materials around the place yet, mostly because... oh, and there's a door that's still locked there as well. Mostly because we just really haven't had the time. I don't really want to push Joshua too hard. So we're going to go to bed and get more done, hopefully, in the morning. We wake up fairly refreshed. We're feeling good. And we're going to, today, probably focus on hitting some of these nearby houses. See if we can find some food. We do have to worry about the fact that our pipe mace has taken some damage. But we will offload everything that we have in our backpack for now to here that we don't need with us at all times. We're going to keep our denarius on us just because we can drop them behind. We're going to offload as much as we can here so that we have room to carry more things. Actually, we're going to keep the Technomancer's tool belt on us. And the nice thing about how I've set this place up is that we should just be able to offload everything all in kind of one spot. And we can then sort it afterwards. We're going to keep anything that we might need on us. I don't know if I want to keep this lock on me, to be honest. It wasn't all that useful. It did, like, no damage. We might, like, disassemble that or maybe just use it to practice marksmanship or something like that. And at some point, we will head over to the hunting lodge and regather our stuff. Before we leave for the morning, let's see if there's anything we can cook. There just really is not. We can make a handful of makeshift bandages real quick, though, so we'll take those with us. Put out the fire, and we are going to head out. Do we see any zombies? Well, the answer to that is a resounding yes. There are definitely zombies. So perhaps maybe there's even a zombie cop waiting for us to open the front door there. So perhaps we head out a different way. We do also have some, like, fruit-bearing bushes in here. That's really nice. Can we scramble up this wall? No. We can't use the tree to brace ourselves to scramble. There's a folding table and a camp chair. Okay, I have an idea. So what we're going to do is we are going to take down the stepladder, pick it up, and deploy it over here. Ooh, can we jump across? We're too burdened to jump across. Looks like there's a few... Ooh, hey, that's perfect. There's a privacy fence up there. So we're going to move up here. And the nice thing about this privacy fence is that we can climb down via the privacy fence. There is kind of a zombie right there, though. So we're going to move a little bit before we do this. Okay, yeah, we'll do it here. Seems safe, and of course we fell. Holy crap. Wow, that did so much damage to us. We slipped while climbing and fell down, falling an entire story. We ripped our camo pants, ripped our Kevlar vests, slammed into the ground for 123 damage, which did get spread across pretty much all of our wounds, but we are honestly in really bad shape now because of that. I was actually hoping that we would be able to not use Healthy Glow today, so that we could basically save on some calories, but I think we're going to immediately activate Healthy Glow again, which will eat up calories, but it'll also help us heal faster. And I think we don't have a choice. I think we have to spend a good portion of today inside because of that, because in our current condition, especially with the pain that we're feeling, if we were to try and go and fight, we are going to be at a significant risk. So I think the first thing we're going to do while we are waiting for our wounds is basically we're just going to clean up here. We're going to haul as much stuff into our scrap pile as possible, and we're probably going to go around deconstructing things as well. So this is going to take a while. We'll be back. Okay, we've gathered up most of the stuff in the house. We kind of mostly just hit the first floor stuff because we started making a lot of noise, and if you see up here in the top right, our transition of weariness is getting pretty low, so we're going to start getting weary, and I think someone can remind me if I'm wrong about this, but I think being weary does make our wounds kind of worse. So we also want to keep our mood up, trying to fight some of the nomadic restlessness. So we're going to be listening to music, and I did realize that I want to get this Technomancer's tool belt on. I would like to put it on. So we're going to see about getting some, disassembling some cotton sheets. And that should get us cotton patches, if I understand correctly. And then we should be able to disassemble cotton patches down into scrap. I'm basically trying to get down to, where's scraps? I'm trying to get down to thread. Oh man, that does not make thread very fast at all, does it? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pile all of this right here, so that what we can do is we can kind of go to the disassemble butcher menu, and we're going to disassemble everything once, which will take 15 minutes, and that gives us 3 threads. We'll pick up the thread, and then we'll do the same again. So this will take an hour this time, but during that hour we will actually be listening to music, and our mood, if you see the focus in the top right, is drastically increasing. Okay, we have enough thread now that we can at least reload this needle with some thread, and we're going to activate the needle and see. We have a 6% chance of damaging it and a 0% chance of success. Okay, so what we're going to do is we need tailoring now. Okay, do we have any tailoring books? Not on us. We might back at the other place, but we need to practice up our tailoring so that we have at least a chance at refitting this Technomancer's book. It also says that we don't have the materials available. That's right. What did we need for this? We needed steel and leather. Well, steel is very easy to get, and I think I saw that we had a fur trench coat. Yes, we're going to take our fur trench coat, and we're going to disassemble that. Oh, we can only cut it up. Why can't we disassemble it? What do we need to disassemble it? Disassembling would be cutting 1, fabric cutting, an awl. So I would need an awl. Okay. Can we make an awl? Bone sewing awl requires a bone. Steel one requires a screwdriver, which I thought we had, and a tool of filing. No, I think I need an actual screwdriver. That's the problem. I have a tool with screwdriver properties, but I don't have an actual screwdriver because we dropped the screwdriver. But a screwdriver is pretty easy to find. I'm not too worried about that. How has a bunch of this stuff ended up in my... That's weird. A bunch of other materials have somehow ended up in my my pile there. We're going to go ahead and do this as our unsorted zone now. So whenever we sort, should fetch this, question mark? Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, this is supposed to only be planks, so we're going to just fetch this ourselves then. Yeah, that was strange. That might have been my fault, to be completely honest. Joshua is restless from staying in one place for too long, but after another day of rest and reading and crafting, we are going to attempt to move out again. But we've learned from our previous mistakes. So we are going to, we're going to make sure we grab this helmet here, because it is pretty much the only armor we have right now. We want to check the nearby houses for food, because we would actually like to be able to spend more time here. And we were looking at this ladder a little bit, and what we can actually do is we can grab the stat ladder, pull it up, and then redeploy it down there. And there's unfortunately a lot of zombies down there. So maybe we don't do that right there. But you have the idea now. We can redeploy it down below. So we should actually peek down first this time. Less zombies, but still pretty bad. What about right here? That's a pretty good spot. So now we can actually place the step ladder and climb down. We have a feral raven folk nearby that will definitely be engaging us. Ooh, one hit and we took it down. A security ballistic belt. A vest, that is. It has ballistic Kevlar and synthetic Kevlar in it. So we're actually going to grab that. And we're hearing a lot of smashing around us. Immediately that dog came in and bit us, but it's okay. I think we'll be fine. There's some grape drink here. Oh my gosh. They're just like coming out of the woodworks. Where the hell are all these guys coming from? I guess we are in the center of the city. Okay, we're gonna stand here. Okay. Maybe we're not. We're going to make it. We're going to immediately just get out of that, to be honest. Damn. That was kind of scary, to be honest. Only a few moments outside the wall, and we've already attracted, holy crap, so many zombies. Okay. Well then, I think the hordes have in fact wandered overnight. Put away our hammer, pick up our thing here, and what was that? Molly tuber. Okay. Let's try a different direction. Peek down. We don't see anything around here. Place our ladder, and we'll just be quieter this time. Sneak into this house over here, and ooh, oh. That really looked like something fancy right there on that table. And as I looked at it, it was a black pen. However, there is a battery charger. That is actually one of the things that we were looking for, is a battery charger. And I'll show you in a moment why. Now that we have a battery charger, we can actually use it to great effect if we go and get that solar panel back. Oh, and this meteorologist is still here. He's our neighbor. Jed Kohler, meteorologist. I have not seen living people for a long time. Glad to see another survivor. Greetings, mate. Do you need any help? I have a job for you. Do you want to hear it? Tell me about it. I've been sitting here for a long time, and all that time I was wondering how bad everything is outside. I want to build a drone I can use to fly over New England, check the air condition, take a few pictures from above to get a glimpse of how it is. There were a lot of things in our back room that could be useful, but I'm still missing a lot of things. You look like an experienced survivalist. Can you help me? Hell yes. Good. I need a little stuff. 50 scrap, 6 medium batteries, 5 high-quality lenses, and a good radio remote control. Bring the scrap for now, but don't forget about the rest. Do you have any equipment you can share? Why should I share my equipment with you? Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna close your door to make sure that you don't get attacked by zombies. And speaking of zombies, there were some coming in right now. Yeah, it looks like one busted out one of your windows. Sorry about that. I might have attracted that. And I want to get out here because I'd like to climb this tower to get a look around, because there's this whole part of the city over here that we don't have any eyes on. So we're gonna do it quietly. We did make some better lockpicks last night, and we set off the alarm. I really don't like that because we might get this guy killed now. Joshua feels great guilt for setting off the security system here. So we are going to do our best in these moments to try and defend this place from what is about to come in, at least for as long as we can. We hear a lot of clanging outside. We're going to do our best here. Where is that clanging even coming from? I think it might be coming from the car down there. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. There's 2 solar panels right here, right next to us. Oh, we're gonna have to get up on these roofs. Okay, we're just gonna check this room real quick. Looks like it's the radio station. Okay, we're just gonna climb this tower super fast. What is this? A pair of binoculars. We're going to go ahead and wear those and pick up the Bethany Survivor map as well. We'll read the map and leave it down here for someone else to find in the future. And with the binoculars, yes, look at that sight range with the binoculars on. So we're going to turn off the highlights for the map reveals. So look at this. We actually can, with the binoculars, we can almost see halfway out to the airport. We can see that there's another city there. There's Levant and Robinson. So there's actually 3 large cities here. We also can see all of Bethany here. And from this, oh, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? A fungal tower. So this part of town to the northeast, fortunately, it's very far away from us. This part of town is going to basically be off limits. There's another orc village down there. We can see organized crowds of zombies all throughout the city. But I will say that one thing of note is that all of these little map indicators are points where Joshua is noticing that there's a horde of zombies. And there aren't actually that many hordes of zombies near us. So that is good. There's a ton of horde of zombies near that shipwreck out there. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's just so many zombies throughout the city. There's also a collapsed tower over there. Okay, we're gonna do some Twitch searching real quick and see if there is an academy. Nope. Let's see if there is any craft shops. There's one craft shop. It is near the center of town, I think. Yeah, it's so far away that I think I'm just going to go ahead and forget about it. Craft shops are pretty useful for us, though, because a craft shop would mean that we might be able to get some of the basic starting goods that we need from there. Let's see if there's anything magical. We do have a magic shop. There are 2 magic shops. There's one in Bethany here. The other one's in Robinson, which is the city to our southeast. But this one says that it's only 34 south. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to mark this with another one of those pink asterisks. These are places that we're going to want to go. It's basically across the entire town to our south. So that's not going to be happening anytime soon. Where was the other one? Just for my own reference. Equally far away through an entire city. We're still going to mark it with this pink asterisk, and one of the reasons why I'm marking all of these with an asterisk is because now I can search for asterisk, and these are the places we want to go. Okay? I don't think I explained that before. Let's also go wizard. So there's a wizard tower right at the entrance of this town. Very nice. And then the other 2 wizard towers are really deep in. So we're only going to mark this one with an asterisk for now, because the other ones, I don't even want to encourage myself to try and go for them. The last thing I want to search for is a gun shop. There are 34 gun shops. Oh, New England. Never change. So it looks like the one that we have marked is still the closest gun shop. Safety. The rest of these are like deep within towns. Okay. So the rest of those are pretty inaccessible. That's good to know, to be honest. We do still have this military surplus store to the south of us. But before we head to the military surplus, I actually would like... Can we jump across here? No, we're too overburdened to jump across. We have, by climbing that tower, attracted quite a few zombies to us. And we want to kind of protect this meteorologist. Ooh. As soon as I climbed the fence, they grabbed me. And they pulled my pipe mace away from me. Shit. Do we have another weapon we can use? We can use this hammer for the time being. That was not good. Looks like there's just simple roof access here. Okay. So, yeah. We're going to deconstruct this while our wounds are healing, because that was a... We just got overconfident there, and that was a very, very bad mistake to make. I apologize. Just wasn't thinking that one through, that to climb a fence with 3 zombies right next to us. We're thinking that we're stronger than we are, is kind of the problem here. Doesn't look like there is... Oh, there is water here. Okay. So we can collect water from this. Refill our gallon jug. And then we have this solar array panel, which we would like to get back to our base. Is there any zombies behind us? Yes, there is. There are a lot of zombies behind us. As much as I hate to admit it, there's a good chance that this meteorologist is not going to survive this situation that I have essentially put him in. Yeah, there's a lot of zombies coming in now. And they're going to be attracted to the building beneath me, which is not good. That is not good for that guy at all. I'll probably manage to make it out of here. We're going to just eat some ibuprofen, which won't actually help with the distressing pain that much, but it's going to be at least something. And what do I do here? I want my pipe mace back. Alternatively, I can deconstruct this thing over here, and that'll get me 2 pipes and some chunks of steel. And if we can get some pipe fittings, then we could easily get another pipe mace. We're going to grab the solar panel, and I think we might... We'll peek down here. Looks like there's some zombies in here now. Basically, we want to get back to our ladder here. I'm very overloaded carrying this, so I think I'm just going to... We're going to leave this here for now, and we're going to pull our hammer back out. This horde is a lot more than we can deal with at this point. There's a feral mechanic here. There's a feral cop. Runners. A lot of them are pretty damaged, which means that they've either been roughed up by various things or they've been recently reanimated. But based on the sheer number of them, they're a problem. And I still need food. We have a little bit of calories with this grape drink, and something destroyed the pipe there, so we can't use that. Can we jump across? I bet if we dropped our backpack, we jump across now. I don't think I want to try, actually. I just realized that if I did jump across, I'd end up leaving my travel pack behind. Okay. So theoretically, we would just have to run past all those guys and get to there. Let's check. No one is over here. No one's over here. Okay, we're going to try it. We're going to pick up the solar panel. Start running. And climb up. Oh, okay. Found the solar panel. Reach down and grab the ladder. I grabbed the wrong thing. There we go. And place down the ladder on the other side. Let's pick up the solar panel again and do the same thing. Okay. That was way more dangerous than it needed to be. But I think what we're going to do here is there's glass right above right there, but there's not glass right above right here. So I think we're going to place this here. And then we're going to place the battery charger next to it. And what I want to do is ignore the fact that we've created a terrible situation. I want to make 2 wooden frames real quick. And I think that's what I need is 2 wooden frames. So we're going to make these real quick while we're waiting for our wounds to heal up. And the idea is we'll wield one of these. Drop it here, I think. Wield the other one. Drop it there. The idea is we're going to basically make a little power supply here with this battery charger. We do still need a battery, so we need to make a disconnected battery box charger. So we have the battery charger, we have the wooden frame. We need a solder and the portable soldering iron. We have a portable soldering iron somewhere, right? Yeah. I remember that we have this somewhere, and we're missing these skills required, the electronic skills that are required, but because we know approximately how to do this, we can try it even without the electronic skill. And I think we just have, yeah, we have a minor failure chance of about 46%. So we do have a chance to fail this, but I think it's going to be worth it. And then once we're going to pick up this frame, because I don't think we needed the frame there. Once we do that, we can then place the solar panel here and install it. And the solar panel has no connection to a grid right now. Wait, can I just connect it to the city grid? I will say I don't know how to do power grids very well. Is there a way to add wires to something? I just need to set up this battery charger. So we need our soldering kits and the rest of our tools from our hunting lodge. And we need to heal anyways. I think we still had some food left over there, perhaps. So I think what we might do is we're going to see about making another pipe mace, maybe. Can we make it? We can make a simple mace. Sharpened pipe. We can make a double barrel pipe shotgun. That's kind of hilarious. It requires a bunch of different types of shots, which we can't make the shot for. We could temporarily make a cudgel. Yeah, a cudgel is still a very good weapon. So we're going to make a cudgel, and then we're going to head back to our other house, and we are going to pick up the rest of our supplies, hopefully get some food. 4 p.m. in the afternoon. We need to make a better way in and out of this place. It's one of the things that we're going to need to do. And the goal here is to try and get a power supply up and running, because I know that I've been kind of scatterbrained this episode, but there's just a lot of things I want to do. So it's kind of difficult to keep track of everything. But food is kind of an ever-present concern, so I'm not trying to worry too much about food all the time. I'm looking at this right now, and I'm thinking that despite the fact that there's actually a lot of zombies out front here, I might be able to make a break for this empty window and get inside of this house and then head out the other side in order to lose all these guys. So what we'll want to do is pull up our step ladder, grab the step ladder again, a little awkward. And then we're going to peek real quick before we do this. Okay, we're good. Rest just a second to make sure that we're fully at our best. And as we get down, we'll pull out the cudgel and make a run for it. Those got really close for a moment there. Slow down. We don't need to be running the entire time. And head out the back here. There's a dog following us. That's not great. Okay. We're just about north of town again, which once we get out of town itself, we'll be in a much better position. We do want to run for a little bit, try and get away from that dog, and get into the woods where the dog's going to lose track of us, theoretically. Okay. Looks like the dog is still following us, and there's some zombies out here now. That's not great news. We're gonna loop around to the front here. Looks like only the dog has figured this out. Take down the dog. Oh, there we go. We got it down. Take a moment to rest. And get inside. And we'll start picking up some of our more important stuff here. Did we have any more food? Let's check that before we check anything else. We did have some more food. So we have an cream soda here, energy cola. I don't think these guys can get in. These windows here are actually surprisingly tough. Mostly just... Wait, was that a wooden bat? No, wooden post. And there is a little bit of food here as well. Hey, is that a medical kit? Oh, we've already grabbed the stuff out of the medical kit. That's why it's been left behind. And I'm gonna grab these strings as well. And we'll grab this long rope. Those are all going to be very useful to us. Very, 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 very soon. The boots don't fit. We'll grab this string as well. These zombies might break in sometime soon. So we want to not spend too much time here. Okay. We have a bunch of books. I don't know if we're going to be able to carry all of these. That's actually a good point. Do we have our E-Ink tablets? Can we store these? We don't need beginner's guide to magic. We know that there's nothing in there that we want. Let's go ahead and just focus on the books that are important. And we can leave the rest here. Stars. And let's just store all these books real quick. Make sure we're leaving them behind. Make sure that we didn't pick them up. Okay. And when we had some tools here. We don't need the Geiger counter. We do want the power drill and the washing kit. And the miscellaneous repair kit. Yes, that's very, very good. That'll help us repair a lot of different things. The bone saw, I don't think we need because of the Technomancer's belts. And we can take the battery out of the Geiger counter and the battery out of the handheld game system. And we have a ton of food here. Okay. We have a ton of food here. We also have some earplugs, which might be useful. Let's basically just fill up our backpacks completely with food now. Some anti-parasitic drugs. Now that we know that there is some fungal stuff in the distance, that's suddenly a very, very good idea. Tailor's kit. Oh, there's more tools here. Okay. Do we have... Take this Denarius. Hand crank charger. It's useful. Medical tape. Man, we had so many good things here. Portable soldering iron. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. We also need those pipe fittings. With those pipe fittings, can we make a new pipe mace? We can. The pipe mace is, I would say, fairly better than, yeah, significantly better than the cudgel. I'm not actually 100% sure if that's true, but the fact that it does a lot more damage faster feels, I mean, 8 versus 20. It takes less time to tape something down. I really want this tailor's kit. Which means I think we need to maybe we just eat some of our food real quick. Do we have anything that all of our food lasts a very long time? Let's eat a pretzel. Can we pick it up now? We can. Okay. Can we pick up our frying pan? No. We're gonna have to make another trip. We also have this composite bow. We'll pick up the hand charger. We did have a lug wrench. We had just left it back here. Got the medical tape. Medium battery. We can probably use that battery. We're going to want to get a car battery at some point as well. I had forgotten that we had gotten so much really nice loot, to be honest. Some soap bars. The rubber hose. We're definitely going to have to make another trip. The thread. Go ahead and reload the tailor's kit with the thread so that things aren't too separate. Apparently the tailor's kit with too much thread in it made me drop it. That's weird and funny to me. Considering I can hold the thread and I can hold the tailor's kit, but whenever I combine the two, suddenly I can't. We'll just leave a little bit of food behind and... Okay, we had to drop our gallon jug of water, but the thing is that I'm not too worried about is, we do actually have water back home, so we're going to drink a bunch of that water before we leave, and we're going to eat just a little bit more food before we leave, just so that make sure that we're in a really good place. Before we go back downstairs, we are going to make sure to bandage things up wherever possible. Man, we're out of bandages too. It's like one thing after another around here. Up these sheets real quick and make a few more makeshift bandages real quick. Okay, we have a pipe mace in hand. There weren't that many zombies out front here. So we're going to very carefully, we'll check the corner here using the peek. There he is, tough zombie. That's the number one that I'm worried about. How wounded is he? Not at all. Okay. We're going to lure him over. Take a swing at him. Wildly missed. He immediately grabbed us. I have an idea. How long does this take? 98 moves. We're just going to teleport away from the grab. I think we don't have a choice. We're just going to fight him while he's grabbing us. Oh, that sucked. And there it goes. This is one of the reasons why it's very important. He managed to bite us. It is a nasty bite wound. And if you see, it is blue. So that what that means is that we need antiseptic, which will give us a 95% chance to clean and disinfect the wound. If we didn't have antiseptic in it on us and we got a bite from either a dog or a tough zombie or just a really unlucky roll against a normal zombie earlier in the game, it would basically be death. Looks like it's returned to not be blue. So we're going to, yeah. Looks like we don't need to do any more steps of this, steps there. We got 2 more zombies here. We'll pull them back. This guy is fairly uninjured, and so is this one. Take them both down. We don't have any terribly... Ooh, oxycodone. That'll be useful. We don't have any terribly bad wounds from that, but I do think that now that we know that we have a bunch of food, we are going to get our healthy glow going again, so that we can start repairing some of these wounds. Another zombie coming up on us right away. Okay. Hopefully that's it for now, because our wounds are... our body is looking pretty bad right now. Just go ahead and bandage everything again. We'll eventually start using our staunch wounds ability instead of bandaging, just so that we get that staunch wounds ability better. Okay, that zombie's coming. We're going to use the bush method here to slow this guy down as he comes in, because we're starting to once again be kind of struggling to kill things. Mostly not now because of our melee or anything like that. Our melee's gotten a lot better than where we started, but the problem is that our wounds are slowing us down. Our arms and legs are so badly wounded right now that it's a struggle to take out zombies. We're going to let this one come in on us as well, and as soon as he steps into the bush, we'll take a few swings. We got 1 crit in the middle of that, taking him down immediately. We'll take his buttered popcorn as a prize. We just have to get back to our Technomancer's house. We are going to do that by going through houses whenever possible, although we don't want to trap ourselves either. So we are going to head down to the southern houses here. So that puts us closer. See a lot of zombies off in the distance, but none of them are paying attention to us as of yet. Let's see about cutting through. Maybe not. I was just about to say, let's see about cutting through this house and then heading through this house like we had on the way out. But I think what happened there is that we've attracted these guys over here. Okay, we got those 2 out. Catch our breath real quick, because we want... Stamina is a valuable resource right now, and we want to make sure that... We'll take the battery here. We want to make sure... another soldering iron. Cool. We want to make sure that we always have a lot of stamina if we need to run. We'll fight this fat zombie right here. As soon as she gets closer, we're going to back off into the darkness. Take her out. Very nice. Take our memory card. I hear more coming in, so we're going to go around them. Okay, 3 of them right there. That's reinforced glass, so they're actually not going to get out there. So we're going to do this. We're going to run past there, and we're going to climb up this downspout. Oh, being on a roof is both good and bad for us. We have food, so we'll be fine up here. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to end here. We're right across the street, again, from our Technomancer's house. There is a ladder at the front here. This one on the back is just our memory of a ladder. It's not actually there anymore. But there's a ladder at the front there. So we're really close to home. The only problem is that we're going to have to rest here on this roof for a little while, and then we'll probably use this other downspout on the south here. Let's see if it's still in good repair. It is, to get down safely and move on. But we're going to sit in the center of this house here, and we're going to rest for a while before actually trying to return home. But that has been more than an hour of recording. I don't know what this is going to look like on actual footage at the end, and this is where we'll have to stop for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode, and if you have, feel free to leave a like, a comment if you have any suggestions, and subscribe for more to come. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.